Accompanying her tonight on speed metal guitar is the willowy Taylor Ross. Would you please welcome for the first time to Foxy stage, Sandy Barnyard.
Ladies and gentlemen, maybe you'll remember, I know I do. Newsweek, about 6 months ago, had a cover article about gays and lesbians. Maybe you remember, there were two very suburban-looking chicks on the cover. I loved them. They were fabulous. Needless to say, Newsweek's premise was, fags and dykes are just like Mr. and Mrs. Middle America. There they go, making us homosexuals feel shitty about ourselves again. But it gave me occasion to pause. Yes, and I began to think about the gay man I could have been. I am raised in a moderately conservative, upper-middle-class suburb. My parents teach me to be all that I can be and never take no for an answer. I reward them for their love and generosity with never divulging to them the disgusting details of my personal perversity. I shield them from the social shame and ostracization visited upon some of my more radical friends' parents. It's sad, but true. They all tell them, why? After attending the requisite liberal arts education at a prestigious university, I decide to utilize my superior intellect by going to a graduate school of management and helping to manage the rest of the world. After all, I was able to manage my life so swimmingly. Why not share? I finally find myself in the big city, hobnobbing with all the beautiful people and enjoying just enough anonymous gay sex to keep my life with my live-in girlfriend bearable. Until it's too much. Too much. I come out in a really big way. I throw a gigantic party for all of my friends and co-workers. Only 2 weeks after my parents' funeral. Thank God they died while I still have a good body. I decide to rejoin the Catholic Church, so I knock on the door of Dignity, otherwise known as Homo God. I really enjoy prostrating myself in front of some old Polish guy wearing a funny hat who thinks that my soul's eternally damned. I feel really Catholic. I'm one of those really lucky, fortunate guys who's capable of holding down a 50-hour work week in a really strenuous job and cooking gourmet meals for my cadre of friends and co-workers every single night, not to mention 2 hours at the gym every day, and being able to listen to every broadcast of Fresh Air and finding the time to come up with some intellectual comments about the broadcast, divulging 500 pages at least of new queer theory and still looking well rested. My hair looks really good. But as I find myself reclining in some of my semi-disposable Scandinavian furniture, I realize something is missing in my life. There's no one to share it with, no one to abuse. So I find, like every goal I set for myself, that I fulfill this one quickly and with style. He is straight acting and appearing. Suddenly my life takes off in ways that I never could have imagined. San Francisco, Miami Beach, the March on Washington, so much more fabulous as a pair. I marvel at the concept of going to a trip in New York, sponsored by Overlooked Options, celebrating the 25th anniversary of Stonewall. On your left, please notice a plaque dedicating the approximate location where some ferocious black drag queen attempted to cut off the penis of a police officer. We miraculously are able to get tickets. Yes, tickets. To a review sponsored by the Stonewall Commission, starring the interminable Carol Channing, but no condemnation. I belong to Queer Nation. Condoms are a boy's best friend. I don't mean lambskin. And then he takes me to the Algonquin room for dinner, drinks, and more than just a little music. And just before the band leader hands me the microphone, I whisper those 3 sweet words every boy needs to hear. Justify my life. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. Someone I've needed so long. For once, unafraid, I can go where life leads me. Somehow I know I'll be strong. For once, I can say, I can know my heart always dreamed of long before I knew. Someone warm like you, oh delicious, could make my dreams come true. For once in my life, I won't let sorrow hurt me. No, not like it's hurt me before. Once I have something I know won't desert me. I'm not alone anymore. Oh, for once I can say, this is mine. You can take it, long as I know, baby, I have love. Oh, I can make it. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. For once, I can say, this is mine. You can take it. Long as I know I have love, I can make it. For once in my life, I have someone who needs Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Ross. And as I open my eyes, I realize that I'm not standing in the beautiful silence of the Algonquin room. No. No. I'm standing in front of about 300 fags, dykes, and assorted club kids in really bad drag. I'm not the perfect, clean, well-lit gay man my mother never wanted. But that's okay, because I realize that I am capable, like no other, of understanding that ineffable feeling of riding my bicycle over freshly paved asphalt. No matter where you are in this city, if you're riding on freshly paved asphalt, all you have to do is look down, and you think you're in the suburbs. Thank you.